than Obama and Bernie Sanders. Here's the reaction. Conservative Union Chairman Matt Schlapp and Fox News contributor Mercedes Schlapp. I don't even know where to begin here. I mean, I guess it's a pretty good thing that he paid more than Comcast, paid more than Obama, paid more than Bernie, and I mean, $38 million in federal taxes alone is an obscene amount of money. Now, I'm sure, you know what they're going to say next, Mercedes? They'll suggest, oh, Trump probably put it in the guy's mailbox late at night by himself. That's the watch. That's going to be the next conspiracy.
Look, I think the loser of the week definitely is Rachel Maddow. It's a story that really has no legs. I think they've been analyzing his tax returns of 2005 for the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours since you've been on the air, Sean, as well, where there's basically, as John Spicer would say, there's no there there. Obviously, Donald Trump ran his business successfully. He paid the amount of taxes. I think it was about a 25% tax rate. That's more than even Mitt Romney paid. So it just shows that he, you know, did his part. And they are obviously, I think MSNBC is trying to make a story out of it.
It gets more absurd, though. You know, Matt, I mean, they would have us believe tonight that Donald Trump, when he sold a home for a nice profit back in 2005, he knew that one day he was going to run for president, and the Russians knew he was going to win in 2016. And therefore, because he sold the house and he made a big profit, but he sold it to a Russian oligarch, therefore there is now, we proved the Russian nexus connection thing that they've been hysterically reporting here.
Sean,
I'm in the twilight
zone. Remember, the Russians started planning to win the White House in 2016 with the sale of this house. You've got to get all that straight. The conspiracy theories on the left have no end with Donald Trump. And what Donald Trump, and I talked to him a little bit at CPAC about this, what Donald Trump is teaching the Republican Party is stay on offense and keep fighting, because these attacks are groundless, they're silly, and they're a waste of time.
Well, it's true, but it's also a little bit dangerous, and this is where the deep state comes in. When they're now dealing with a leak a week, at least, and we put them up on the screen many times tonight. And here's the problem, and the president addressed it himself when he said, you know, my staff, Reince Priebus, Steve Bannon, Steve Miller, Kellyanne Conway, Jared Kushner, they're spending 75% of their day dealing with lies, propaganda, no evidence on any Russian connection or influence. Even James Clapper said it. And Mercedes, they got to spend all this time playing defense as the deep state is violating, committing felony after felony, and they haven't been thrown the hell out yet.
Yeah, I mean, it is the deep state. It's a very serious concern. The reason being is the fact that you have these individuals within the government who are leaking classified information to media organizations. We know it's a crime, and the fact is that it's hurtful. It's hurtful to our democratic process. It's hurtful to President Trump and his agenda.
They don't care.
And they don't care. But Sean, it's a bigger problem when you're talking about the fact that these individuals, they need to be called. I mean, they have to be called out. And because the way President Obama set it up in the final days is he loosened up those regulations so that there was manipulation of this classified information so they could disperse it broadly. And that, Sean, is a big problem.
You know, listen, if I'm Donald Trump tonight and I see I paid more, a higher tax rate than Comcast, than NBC's parent company, and I paid more than Obama, and I paid more than Bernie, and I assume more than Hillary, although Hillary does, the Clintons did get a big tax deduction when they deducted their used underwear many years ago.
Oh, God.
I'm guessing $38 million. The average American is going to say, okay, that sounds like their fair share, especially considering he paid more than all these people. It's hilarious to me.
That's right, and he paid more than Mitt Romney, too. I think there's a lot of apologies that need to be made to Donald Trump on this. But once again,
don't hold your breath.
Look, it's not a media story.
The key for Donald Trump is that to keep forging ahead. And back on this deep state question, his people, they have to continue to jam Trump people into the agencies. They have to get rid of the people who burrowed in, and we have to get more of these appointments made. They have got to put the pedal to the metal on these Trump appointments in the administration.
Listen, I said there's got to be a purge, and it was hilarious because then the media reported Donald Trump listened to Sean Hannity. I talked about Obama holdovers, deep state people And I never mentioned U.S. attorneys. And by the way, I once told Donald Trump, maybe you should stop tweeting. In retrospect, I think I was wrong. I think tweeting is actually good for him.
Sean, can I tell you one thing?
And he didn't listen to me.
Be looking at the Veterans Affairs Department. A lot of Obama holdovers. And if that's an agency that I know is very important to President Trump in helping veterans, he's going to need to clean house there.
It's going to be in intelligence. It's going to be at the State Department, Veterans Affairs. They're all over the place. And well, I would like to see some people that committed felonies prosecuted, convicted, and put in jail. Because what they're doing is dangerous for everybody in the country, and the issue of privacy should matter to every American. All right, guys, good to see you.